Hi, this is Zach here. Going to show off the 150 grain controlled chaos in a 350 Legend and our test gun, NULA Model 20S. It's a under 5 pound great spot and stock gun for a straight wall state. Check it out.
All right, guys. Billy Boland here, manager at Wilson Custom Ammunition, Lehigh Defense.
I'm Zach Barnett. I build NULA rifles for Wilson Combat, and I'm here with my good friend to talk about controlled chaos bullets today.
Yeah. Today we have the LA 350 150 CC. That's a bullet we've designed from Lehigh for the 350 Legend, Zach.
When you look at this wound cavity, is this what you normally see, this kind of penetration?
Yes. Every time we have tested this bullet, it's pretty much, well, it is exactly same every time. 6 to 8 petals coming off of it, normally 6 with the 350 Legend. Penetration 24 plus on it, Zach. The petals, I mean, sharp edges on the petals that curl.
It looks like they're about 10 inches. When somebody calls in or sends you a picture, are they normally like on the backside skin? Do they actually exit the deer? Or I'm sure it depends on the size, but
yeah, size and also, Zach, you know, how close they shot this animal.
Oh, sure.
Some of them I get, pebbles are blowing plumb through the off side of the deer.
Wow.
Most of them, you know, are on the inside of the deer where it's hit the rib. The rib cage just didn't go all the way through on the hide, but every time the base goes all the way through. So quartering shots, that's what I like about it. Had friends shoot deer with that was on the quarter.
Yeah.
And come in the shoulder, offside, and they'll find the base in the ham. So
it breaks right through hide and bone and keeps a straight line penetration going.
Yes.
Pretty consistently.
Yeah, so it's a really good bullet. I recommend it. Kills quick. You know, anytime you have that much the petals going off in an animal like that, and then knocking a hole out the other side, they're going to bleed quicker. You know, more terminal damage to the animal.
Yeah, like we say, the best of both worlds. You know.
Yeah.
You get a exit wound for a blood trail, and you get this massive wound cavity. You know. A lot of lead core bullets have the big temporary wound cavity, but this is all permanent tissue damage here.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know, what's good about the straight wall is in Arkansas and some other states, you can hunt with a straight wall during muzzleloading season. So this really opens up a lot of advantages for the straight wall and the Lehigh bullet.
Yeah, you can turn your muzzleloader into a couple 100-yard legit deer gun.
Yeah.
This with no trouble. So.
Yeah.
And I haven't had the pleasure of taking an animal with it, but I've shot a lot of ammo through this test rifle, and it shoots great for me every time. You seeing pretty much the same.
Yep. Yeah, it's sub MOAs. Every time we've shot it 100 yards. I mean, it's just a really good shooting bullet for the 350 Legend. You know, and 350 bullets, 350 Legend bullets, they're most of them you can't really find that'll shoot a sub MOA.
You're right.
So Lehigh has done a really good job on designing this bullet. So you get sub MOAs every time with it. You can do your part, it'll do its part.
I'll tell you what, my dad just moved to Arkansas, and I think I'm going to put one of these in his hands to try out this straight ball season.
Yeah.
I recommend you do the same.
Yeah. So try them out. Let us know what you think, guys.